Refusing to attend my dad's wedding after finding out why my parents really divorced. I'm 22, M. My parents divorced when I was 12, and for most of my life, I believed the story my dad told me, that the marriage had simply fallen apart, and both of them agreed it was for the best. My mom never talked badly about him, so I never questioned it. I split holidays between them, went to family events, and honestly thought they had handled the divorce pretty maturely. A few months ago, my dad got engaged to his longtime girlfriend. Everyone was excited, and I was supposed to be one of his groomsmen. Then something happened that changed everything. While helping my grandmother clean out her garage, I found a box of old family documents and photos. Mixed in with everything were printed emails from years ago. At first I thought they were junk, but I realized they were conversations between my dad and the same woman he's about to marry. The dates hit me immediately. They weren't from after the divorce, they were from years before it. I confronted my mom that night. She got quiet and eventually admitted the truth. My dad had been having an affair for almost 3 years before the divorce. She found out, tried to make the marriage work, and eventually gave up. The reason she never told me was because she didn't want me growing up hating my father. I felt sick. The next day I asked my dad directly if it was true. He admitted it within seconds. No denial, no explanation, just, that was a long time ago and it's complicated. The thing is, I could have maybe accepted that people make mistakes. What I can't get over is that he let me believe a completely different story for 10 years. Every birthday, every holiday, every conversation about the divorce was based on a lie. I told him I needed space and wasn't comfortable being in the wedding party anymore. That's when everything exploded. My dad said I was punishing him for something that happened over a decade ago. His fiancée called me immature and said I was trying to ruin their happiness. My grandparents on his side started texting me about forgiveness. Meanwhile, my mom kept telling me not to get involved and said she never wanted me to find out this way. Then, my dad dropped another bombshell. He told me that when my mom first discovered the affair, she was already planning to leave him. The only reason she stayed and tried to make the marriage work was because she had just found out she was pregnant with me. Then he looked at me and said, "If your mom hadn't gotten pregnant with you, we probably would have divorced years earlier." I honestly didn't know how to react. For days, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Every childhood memory suddenly felt different. My parents weren't fighting through problems because they believed in their marriage. They were trying to survive because of me. A week later, I told my dad I wasn't attending the wedding at all. That's when he said something I can't get out of my head. He told me if I skipped the wedding, he would take it as a sign that I had chosen my mom's side and that he was done begging for a relationship with me. He said he was tired of being judged for the worst mistake of his life. Then my grandparents called me. Apparently, years ago when my mom lost her job, my dad quietly paid a huge portion of my college tuition and never told me because he didn't want credit for it. My grandparents said I was acting ungrateful and forgetting everything he had done for me as a father. Now I feel completely torn. My mom says she doesn't care whether I go or not and that I should make my own decision. My dad says missing the wedding could permanently end our relationship. My grandparents think I owe him my support. His fiancée keeps posting wedding countdowns online like none of this ever happened. And every time I look at the invitation sitting on my desk, I honestly don't know what to do. Am I standing up for my principles? Or am I destroying my family over something that happened more than 10 years ago? The wedding is next month.